In this Mailerlite video, I'll show you how to create emails that people actually want to open, register new subscribers, design forms and landing pages, set up automation emails to save you time, and use Mailerlite to make successful email campaigns. Hi, I'm Jason. Go ahead and grab a notebook, settle in, and let's make email marketing simple and effective. Ready? Let's go. If you haven't created an account with Mailerlite, go ahead in the description of my video down below and you'll see a link. Click on that one. It'll give you a free 30-day trial and you don't have to put in your credit card. It'll bring you to this page. Go ahead and put your company name, your email address. This does not have to be the one you're going to use to send emails to your subscribers. This is just for your login, so your subscribers will never see this email address. Then put in your password and click Create My Account. If you already have one, go ahead and sign in. The next step in creating an account is verifying your email. So go to your email address, click Verify Email, and it'll bring you back to the dashboard and your email address is now confirmed. The final step in your account creation is completing your profile. So go ahead and click Complete and just fill in the information about yourself. Your first name, last name, your time zone. Language should be by default in there, but you could change it if it's not English. What industry are you in? What tools are you interested in? That one, I would select everything and then click Next Step. Okay, here they're asking for your company's name, which you've already filled out. The address, this is required for spam laws. You're gonna have to put an address in there. It will be on every email you send out, so this will be public. So if you don't have a company address, I recommend getting into a virtual address. I do have a video on that. I'll put it in the description, or you can use a PO box if you have one of those, but you're gonna need an address, okay? Then at the bottom, agree to their policy and click Confirm. This completes the creation of our account. Now we just have to confirm it. So go ahead and click Complete on step number 3. It brings you to this page and it's asking about your subscribers. I'm gonna say I'm a brand new person, so I do not have any subscribers. I'm building my list now. What content would I like to share with my newsletter? In my newsletter, I'm gonna put that I share email marketing tips with my subscribers. For a personal website, I'm gonna say I do not have one. I'm gonna use my YouTube channel, so I click Other, and it's gonna ask me about my business. So I just make YouTube videos for help and guidance for people who want to create businesses. And my social media handle, that's where I put my YouTube channel, the URL from YouTube. And then click Next Step. For this page, everything you say yes to, they're going to have a follow-up question. So I'm pretty much going to put no for everything. It makes things easier so I could just move on and get going. Click Confirm whenever you're ready. And there you go. Congratulations, you have an account, it's all set up, and let's get rocking. That is the complete account setup process. What we want to do now is add our professional email address as the domain, the default sender for Mailerlite. So in order to do that, go to Account Settings, Domain, and click Add Domain. You just type it in here. If you don't know really what this is just, as you can see, the email address you're using to send to your subscribers. So anytime you get an email from Target, Home Depot, whatever, that email address, this is the same thing you should have. If you don't have one already, a professional email address, you can go to Hostinger and at the top, go to Hosting, Business Email Address, and it comes here and it's only 59 cents a month for 48 months, so 4 years. So go back to Mailerlite and go ahead and put in your address. Hit save, and then we got to go through this wizard. If you want to do it manually, you can do that if the wizard doesn't work, but other than that, use click continue. And you're gonna sign into your domain provider. Mine's Cloudflare. Yours could be GoDaddy, Hostinger, HostGator, Bluehost, etc. So go through this wizard here. It's slightly different for everybody, but it's only a few steps and you're basically just logging in with your email and password for this provider. Okay, and once you do that, you're going to see authentication in progress. This can take up to 24 hours. So you do click check status if you want to keep up on it, but it's fairly quick. Sometimes it's only about an hour. All right, up next is we want to do integrations for e-commerce. If I want to show you that because it's a pretty cool thing. So if you have Shopify or anything like that, you can connect that to a Mailerlite and it'll allow you to connect directly to your store and add customers to your subscriber list. So here's all the ones they have. There is a lot. Canva's a cool one to do if you want to design all your forms in Canva. They have WordPress. Most people use WordPress. Stripe is a good product that a lot of people use to accept payments. But I think the two biggest ones are probably WooCommerce and Shopify. The next section I want to point out are subscribers, because what good isn't email newsletter without people to send to? So let's go over to subscribers. And I just want to walk you through real quick these tabs at the top. So all subscribers is a list of all viewers. Right now I only have 2. Next up is segments. Those are basically dynamic lists that auto remove or add people based on criteria. They're essentially filters. So if you have a group of people coming from Shopify, that's a group, and they're from New York State, you can do that based on your segment you created, and you can email to people who match that criteria. Groups are what I just mentioned. They're essentially categories. So you can categorize people that signed up from Shopify and email them products that you saw on Shopify. The fields are just the fields about the people. So if you have last name, zip code, those are the type of fields. Stats are analytics about your subscribers. But you want to add some, you click Add Subscribers. And these are the possible methods to do so. You could import, copy, paste from Excel, add a single subscriber, import from MailChimp, which is another email provider if you're switching providers, or if you're advanced and a developer, you can use the API. Let's click Add Single Subscriber to see what it looks like. So that's how simple it is. You just need an email, their name, and here's the group I was mentioning. You say they're in your Shopify group. And you just hit Add Subscriber, and that's how you add a subscriber. Let's go ahead and create our first campaign. So on your dashboard, you go over here and click Campaigns, and then you're going to click Create Campaign. So the options you have are these more advanced ones on the left or the right. But the two important ones are regular campaign and the A/B split. A/B split takes the list of people you're going to send to, divides it in half, and sends one version of your email to one half and the other version to another half. You do this to test out different email versions to see which ones get the most engagement. If you're not sure about subject lines and images to use, you can test them out by sending to your list and split it in half. But for simplicity's sake, let's do regular campaign. Campaign name is just the internal name to you. Subject line is the subject line you're used to forever now. Sender is going to be the sender email address. Pre-header, that's going to be the little bit of text that shows next to the subject line in somebody's email reader. And you're going to select the recipients that you want. We're going to click Next. All right, if they're asking you how you want to actually design the email, the easiest one for everybody is the drag and drop editor. And in the middle, this is your email. So you could change every single thing you see listed except for the bottom. This is where, like I said, your address is public. It'll always show here. Here's your unsubscribe. You legally have to have an unsubscribe button. And because we're on the free trial right now, this button stays. Once you get to pay version, this goes away. So for the body of the email, everything you see, you can change. So where it says write your title here, you just click and you can change the title. Same with the body. This image, you can change the image. These links here on the right, you can change what the text is and the leap they go to. On the left, there's the different sections you can add. Hero is the layout. So you can see there's an image, then text below. This one has the image above. So these are the layouts of the template. Sections, these are just a different type of sections. Elements, these are headlines, buttons, quotes, and so forth. You can do content, some special things like surveys, and you can connect your products in there, a picture gallery, and some more social stuff as well. But you want to do an Instagram post and have that embedded in there. Okay. Once you go through your newsletter and you change what you want, you go to preview and test. Preview mode, that shows you what it looks like on desktop and mobile. Send a test email, you click on that, and you can send test email to yourself or to somebody else and see what they think it looks like. And then whenever you're done, you can do save and done editing. On this page, it's just showing you what you can review, and you could change anything you do not like. Down at the bottom, there's 4 options to choose for when you want to send it. This is sending it now. You do it based on a schedule, based on a time zone, which is pretty awesome. Or once you get used to your subscribers, and the computer does, you can send it based on when they're most likely to engage. That's really awesome. For this one, we're going to do send now, and then you click send. Then your email goes. And that's it. That's sending your first campaign. Okay, speaking of forms, let's go ahead and create a form. This way he gets new subscribers that we didn't add manually ourselves. So over here on the left, you click forms. And there's 3 different kinds we have. You pop-ups, embedded forms, or promotions. Pop-ups are not really pop-ups. A pop-up blocker will not block them, so you have to worry about that, but they do kind of pop up within the screen. They're not the 90s kind of pop-up, where they pop up underneath or just all over your window screen. Okay, embedded forms are just forms that are actually on your website, and promotions are a little bit more, are very similar to pop-ups, but there's no actual form. You just got to click a button first. They're kind of like more like sales pop-ups. So if you want to create one, you click pop-up, and I create. So when we call mine subscriber form, it's going to be a pop-up. Click save and continue. And anybody who signs up for it, I want to have them as my website. So if everybody filled out the form for my website, to go into the group website. Okay. Click continue. And what's really cool is they got these awesome templates. So I'm just going to click this one because I like the full page and the landscaping. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So depending on what your website is like, you get to change this to sign up today. And all I'm doing is clicking in here and changing the text. So that's how you change text. You could also change the kind of font. Right now it's called Poppins. You can change the background. You can add some more headings. You can add buttons, a close button, labels, checkboxes, etc. There's so much cool things you can do with templates. The logo here will stay because we're on the trial period and we're not paying anything. We don't have a credit card attached to it. So that stays, unfortunately. But once you start paying, you can remove this. So this is the pop-up, and if we go to success, this is what appears when they actually submit the form. So if you like it, go ahead and click done editing. Now it's asking us, how do we want to trigger the pop-up? And the default's wait 5 seconds. You can also do it where the user is on your website, it scrolls 50% of your website, and it'll pop up. We'll leave it on 5 seconds. Frequency means it uses cookies, so if somebody comes to your website today, they'll pop up, and if they come back, it won't show again for another month. You can also do it based on time as well. And here's some of the options you want based on visibility. You could hide it on these kind of devices, certain page, not certain pages. So we'll leave this alone and click Save Changes. Okay, so this is the text we need to add to our website. If you have WordPress or Shopify, they make it really easy, and you can connect using the plugin or their integration, as I showed earlier, and connect it that way to Shopify. And down below, you click continue. This is where we either want to use double opt-in or not. Double opt-in just means somebody signs up, it sends them an email, and they just have to verify again. It's up to you if you want to use it. You do not have to use it, but that's it. That's the forms. If you think you're good, go ahead and play around with one of them, okay? Next up, we want to talk about landing pages, which are basically websites that have only forms on them. So that's forms. Next up is sites, which are just landing pages. Those are websites you could build within Mailerlite, and people could fill out a form on here if you don't have a website. Or if you just want to make a quick little sales landing page and it's too complicated on your current website, you could do these ones very fast. You could get the link for it and put it on your social media very quickly to start selling whatever it is you want to sell. Okay, so let's go over to sites. You'll get to this page and then you want to click create. So you're going to land on this page. You're going to just name it because it's internal. No one else will see it but you. Click save and continue. Okay, so now we want to make a new group because these people are coming on a landing page, so we can have it as, so to separate it from our website in Shopify, we want to name it as Product A landing page. Click create. You can name it whatever you want and go to continue. Now they're asking, do you want to build AI or you want to build it from scratch? This one just asks us to answer a few questions. So let's try it out, see how fun it is. Okay, we have our company, our industry, and what kind of landing page do we want? Okay, so we're going to tell AI to read this paragraph and create a landing page based on this description. This is the description I went with, a landing page for new subscribers who are interested in our brand new product A. And what's the goal of this? I'm going to do capture new subscribers and product launch. Click continue. And it has all of these options we can use. I'll keep whatever they kept, keep things interested. Okay, so this is the landing page they created. It looks just like a website. It's got the basics at the top, the middle, introduction. Wow, they got a lot on here, huh? A lot more than I think we need, but that's it. That's the landing page. And I'm down here at the bottom. We have our email address. So we have option A or option B, which is much smaller. I like it because it has the buttons right here at the top. So I'm going to select version B. I think it'll get more subscribers on here instead of it being at the bottom. Click continue. And this is it. This is the landing page. So just like the tablets, we can click on the text and change it. So these are the two buttons. If I want to change this one, I can leave it as request a consultation. Now let's click the link URL and it'll go to where we want it. So every single piece of element you see here can have alt tags, which is good for handicap, changing the pictures, or you could just flat out delete them, which we don't need this much stuff, so we don't need all this, right? So really, if you're doing a landing page, you really want, for the most part, just to be something like this, or it's quick and easy. You maybe not even want any of this. Those are my recommendations from years of marketing. You really just want a landing page that's quick and easy, basically having one action, no distractions for your new subscribers. This way they do whatever action is you want them to do. So go to done editing. Okay, now that we got the design of it, it's showing us what the actual URL will be. This is what we send people, like on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, to go to get to the landing page. However, we're on the free plan, so we can't change this first part. So we can't use our own website. But once you do, you can change this to your website, and then you can change this as well. And mine was Product A, so you just do Product A. Favicon, that's just the logo that shows up here on the URL. It's not really that important, but you want to have one, you can have one. Down here's some SEO stuff. This is just your page title, your keywords, and your description. That's the metadata. And that's also the page title is what shows up here in the tabs. Social share, these are how it looks when you put it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. And here's your analytics if you want to track it using Google Analytics, stuff like that. And whenever you're all ready, you click Save and Continue. And that's it. You now have a landing page. The last section is automation. I just want to run through this real quick because this can be complicated. And even when you start using it, I'll show you what I mean. So when you're ready to start, it's asking you if you want to start from scratch or you can set up basic ones from their current templates. So this is simply a welcome email you use when somebody subscribes. So let's go with that one. Before I start, I just want to show you how to do email automation or e-commerce automation. But we got to connect one if you are to go that route. But you can do it by Shopify or any other kind of store like WooCommerce that you have. We'll stick with email automation. At the top, you have setup. And the trigger is when somebody joins a group, and the group we have was, we'll go with the website. So when they sign up using our website, they get a welcome email. And the email name is called welcome email. The subject one is welcome email. You can change that to who's it from. This could be anything. And a sender email, that's the one you set up earlier. And I make it design the email. We could track it based on opens. So let's see what it looks like when it says design email. So just like normal emails, they can create start from scratch, templates, or recent emails are, if you start sending some, they'll show up. We haven't sent any, so that's why there's none here. But this comes in handy once you start sending out a lot. You could just click on that and duplicate it. So for this, we need to start from scratch, drag and drop editor. And just because I want to show you guys this, how it works, I'm going to save. I'm going to just keep whatever they have here. Okay, so that's it. So when somebody signs up to our email list using our website, they get this email. That's it. That's automations. Now, before you go, I just want to show you a very important thing that you're going to want to see. What I'm referring to is the rules Mailerlite has that might be different than other email providers. So they have this list here of what content you're not allowed to use their platform for. If you want to Google it, it just looks for what kind of content can I not use on Mailerlite. But this is all the stuff that I highly recommend you don't try to do on it, which most of it I don't think you're going to. That's Mailerlite. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Check out this video here. It tells you how to get subscribers, and I think it's really good. It's not made by me. It's from somebody else, so I'm recommending them. Check it out, and I hope you guys have the best of luck. See you around.